Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's amethyxtnix and this is part 4 of Sherlock Holmes chapter 1. So most likely we are probably going to be finishing off the Gilded Cage case. So this time around we are going to be investigating the business partner of Theodore, Gilden, who basically what this case or this murder mystery is all about. And just to remind everyone again, you might find that I'm a bit quieter in some areas of this gameplay. That's just how I usually play if I'm not recording, but I will try my best to add a bit of my commentary, and I will also read off the screen as well with whatever clues and deductions we get during the case. So I guess without further ado, let's click on continue. Okay everyone, so we are back in front of Stonewood Manor, and this is the Ivory Baths construction plan that you're seeing on your top right hand corner. So let's quickly check our case book. Okay, so this is who we're going to be investigating, the name A. Swift. So Imogen, the daughter of Theodore Gilden, clarified that Arthur Swift is the name of Mr. Gilden's business partner and that they were working together on a project in the old city, but she doesn't know anything else. But also that this partnership involved a lot of player work. So we're in the old ruins. So we need to figure out where the old city is. So I think let's try and find the city hall and figure out whether they've got information. The city hall is over here, so let's do a compass mark for that one. And let's travel. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly head, so we're just heading over to the Cordona City Hall.
Look at what you've done. Criminal, look.
He's even putting up posters.
St. Clement's Cathedral. Feel like we're nearing
The best antiques in the district.
Ooh, let's quickly.
My goods will brighten up your house.
Let's quickly have a look because we might have. Oh, they don't have it. Okay, never mind.
You always know where to find me.
He's even been putting up posters.
Alright, I think we are near the city hall already. Here we go, to the Cordona City Hall. Let's have a look. Ooh, this is nice.
Are you lost, sir?
Not at all. I'm right where I need to be. I'm Sherlock Holmes, by the way.
Ursula Oni, the chief archivist. How can I help you exactly?
I need to take a look at the history of Cordona and its islanders to retrieve some, hopefully, useful information.
Your brother Mycroft told me that you were direct, and now that we've met, I can see that is true.
Someone in our family has to balance the evasive nature of my brother. Well, may I use the city archives?
You may, of course, but in return, perhaps dinner?
That's a high price to pay for looking at your archives.
I was teasing you. Pay no attention to me.
Excellent. Okay, so we are gonna go to the archives. Let's find out where it is. Oh, we can't go in there. Thomas Norton, British envoy. Okay, so it's probably somewhere here. Deputy Chief Archive. Let's go. Oh, John is here. All right, let's see what he has to say.
I'll be right here.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right, so we can do. So it's the old city. So let's go for legal documents, districts, old city, and then subjects. Oh, actually, maybe businesses. Excellent. Registration of Gilden and Swift. By authority of the government of Cordona, this deed registers the creation of Gilden and Swift Ltd. On this, the 21st day of June 1877. Theodore Gilden is the sole proprietor and founder of the above enterprise and shall provide finances in the land known as the Roman outskirts. Arthur Swift is a founding partner and shall provide finances and his services as archaeologist. The primary purpose of the enterprise is to perform archaeological research in the ruins located at the intersection of Bazaar Road and Arnott Street, beyond the fortification walls in Old City, Cordona. The sole proprietor, undersigned hereby, agrees to fund archaeological research in exchange for ownership of any uncovered items of historical value. The founding partner, undersigned, hereby waives all finder's rights and ownership of items uncovered in the archaeological dig in exchange for the exclusive right to publication of all academic findings thereof. Signed, Mr. Theodore Gilden and Mr. Arthur Swift. Okay.
With your love for archives, you would have made the perfect bureaucrat.
Okay, so then let's have a look at our casebook. Alright, so we've got that. So it is intersection of Bazaar Road and Arnott Street. Can we pin this evidence? And then... oh, here. Bazaar and Arnott Street. So this is Bazaar Road. Oh, Bazaar Road is a long... okay. That's fine. Old City. Oh, it's here, it's here. Bazaar Road. Here. So let's place a compass mark there. Okay. Okay, so...
concentrate, Sherry.
oh! Silence is golden. What? What? Wait. Okay, a walk through the City Hall Square has unleashed an old memory. John insisted that I concentrate to recall it. Okay. A little mini case before we finish off the Gilded Cage. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's quickly talk to John then.
Does it look remotely familiar to you?
Ooh. Okay, there we go. Oh.
A large crowd gathered. I was here, young and passionate about the truth. Mycroft stood close to me. He was keen on my attending every official event, that I might prepare myself for the Crown service.
Lucky for you, that was the last time he did it.
There was a stage here, a tribute. The governor gave his speech there. He was lying through his teeth and nobody noticed, or didn't want to, but I noticed. I was extremely irritated by his lies. I shouted my opinions very loudly for everyone to hear.
The crowd went wild.
Mycroft was angry but calm. He led me away from the stage. He told me that I should keep my mouth shut, and that silence is golden. I couldn't stand for that.
Behold, Sherlock Holmes's famous adherence to justice was born here.
Excellent. Alright everyone, so that was a mini case that we just did. Well, kind of like a recollection of his memory. But now I am going to go through I'm going to go to the old city in the intersection between Bazaar Road and Arnott Road or Street. So I will see you there once I'm there.
A contest for the guests of Cordona. Find hidden treasure.
Ooh, find the hidden treasure. As part of the governor's commitment to increasing tourism on Cordona, the City Hall is excited to announce a treasure hunt event. The challenge consists of 3 stages, each consisting of 8 photographic clues to the locations of hidden treasure boxes. Once the participant has collected all 8, he or she must return and collect the clues for the next set of treasures. Interesting. I mean, we could do that, right? Treasure Island Stage 1. Ooh. Bench in a pier, carriage in a yard, a long bridge, a short bridge, snug gazebo, a high tower, and sandy shore. Okay. I guess if I see it, then, you know, we'll try and gather all of those treasures. But before I continue on, so the City Hall Square memory. So what happened was, Mycroft used to take me to a lot of official events. He said I ought to learn how to behave in high society so that later I might become a proper soldier in pointless war service to the crown. That all stopped when I caught our old governor in a lie. In time, the governor's authority was crushed and re-election became inevitable. Mycroft wasn't happy. After the event, he lectured me, insisting that silence was golden and not every truth should be spoken. I can't agree with such a notion even today. All right. So,
Guests of Cordona.
From day to night, Aiden stands. From day to night, Aiden stands there, recruiting non-rebellious workers for the dig. From day to night.
okay, learn how to find the recruiter. Very tired, discard, pro-British, keep. Bought new shirt, keep. Oh, Old City Marketplace, yes. Owes me money, discard. Change jobs, discard. Next scar, keep. Okay. I've overheard that in order to enter the dig site, I need to be employed. A man named Aiden recruits new workers in the Old City Marketplace in the west end of the district. He has a scar on his neck and only looks for working types with a pro-British attitude. Okay, so... Alright, so let's look at our case book. He recruits new workers in the Old City Marketplace. Okay, so that means we need to change our wardrobe. Let's spin this evidence. And where is the old marketplace, actually? Old City Market. Okay, so we need to go all the way over here. And we are going to go to the old marketplace.
Cordona's legendary pirate, the Robin Hood of the place. Do you recall it, John?
I do. I wonder if... What is that?
The hand-me-down. Oh.
I know I'm standing very still, but I'm not the statue you're meant to look at.
Ooh.
Karim of the Silver Hand, the pirate with a golden heart. I told you I remembered him.
Hey Sherlock, I'm up here. Guess what I've found? A riddle, and it's about a treasure. Listen to this.
What? John, you've surpassed yourself.
Okay, the Silver Hand riddles. On the top of the monument was carved the first in a chain of riddles which, as John suggests, lead to the silver hand's lost treasure. The first riddle: a hand with treasure, a quest so sweet, stand where Eurus Road and Crooked Street meet. A few steps toward the mosque, left at the first stairs, and find the courtyard a wishing well shares.
Come on, Sherry. This is just like the old days. Sherlock and John on a pirate's treasure adventure.
Okay, so we're gonna do this maybe after the Gilded Cage case. So let's go back to our case book. And let's go back to the Gilded Cage, and we need to go to the Old City Marketplace. So that is where we are going to be going.
The market square, beating heart of the old city.
I wonder if they still sell that Turkish delight around the corner.
Okay, so we need to change our wardrobe. Okay, can we... There it is. The islanders protested against the renovation of the yacht club as an unnecessary luxury. However, once Governor Sinclair presented a yachting tournament, the protesters reluctantly agreed that it was a necessary investment. Just as the Romans, the people of Cordona were hungry for entertainment to escape the daily burdens of ordinary life. Hail our governor.
Another treasure located. Let's celebrate.
Excellent. So everyone, I had to go to the yachting, near the yachting club, because I need to get the proper clothes for the mission, because for us to be able to get into the archaeological dig site, I need to be wearing something. Like, basically I don't have the proper
Masterpieces by local artists at an affordable price.
Okay, here.
Come, take a look at our clothes and access the finest clothes for the finest citizens.
Okay, maybe we can do a worker's apron. Let's buy that. And I wonder if there's like a scar. Yeah. Yeah. All right.
A perfect choice.
We need to go back here in the old city market. So oh, there's a clothing trader here. Okay.
Sir, kind sir, might I steal your attention?
I'm not buying.
Ah, that is the thing. You won't waste a single mangir. I am a digger, you see, and I have heard of a dig site so deep it clogs your ears. I want to be there.
Why are you telling me this?
I have heard of a man recruiting for such a dig. A man with a scar, such as the one that you're hiding. And your boots are dirty with the deep clay I am so familiar with. Oh, I hope it wasn't too rude of me to point that out.
You have a good eye. And you just want to dig? Dig deep and that's it? What's the catch? Are you in desperate need of money?
Oh, there is no catch, sir. I won't even ask for advance pay. Just give me a shovel and I'll dig a hole like you've never seen.
Huh. Is that so? Well, I have to ask you an important question first. Would you be fine working for Brits?
I'm all for them.
I am all for them.
Well, you say that, but can you prove it?
I'll sing the anthem.
I'll sing you a very special song. God save our gracious queen.
Cut it! Or people here will make you their queen.
I can also speak in limericks.
Please don't. You might be a little bit weak in the head, but a natural bone digger with a keen eye is what we need. Take this permission slip and go to this address. The guard will let you in and check with the professor once you're there.
Excellent. So we've got our entrance to the dig site. Now we just need to go back. So Aiden gave me permission to enter, which should get me past the guard. So it was near here. Yeah. So let's go fast travel here. Okay, it's here.
Stop loitering and get inside.
Oh, thank you. Ooh. Okay. Entrance to the dig site. Oh, wow.
Newcomer, talk to the professor first. He's the old fellow with the glasses and the plans.
Okay, so where's that? Oh, here.
Where's the fire in your eyes? Where's the smile? I am sick and tired of seeing apathy among the new workers.
Sir, believe me, I do have the spark. I want to start work straight away. It's as important to me as it is to you.
Ah, that's the spirit. I'm on the verge of a great discovery.
Ooh, last time you saw Mr. Gilden, how did you meet Mr. Gilden? And I'm ready to work. Okay, let's... I don't think it's good for us to be springing him with a lot of these questions in regards to Mr. Gilden. So let's go. I'm ready to work.
I am ready to work.
Splendid. Do you know what I am working on?
Ooh. Archaeological treasure or ivory baths. I wonder if we go ivory baths.
The ivory baths. Everyone is looking forward to the grand opening.
Who told you this nonsense? Why would you contaminate
Oops.
history with this base desire for leisure? We are looking for Vitus Lemonius's tomb. This is our goal, to find the artifacts of the early Roman Empire. Let's continue. I am Professor Swift. We have 3 rules here. Don't touch anything, always return the tools, and don't distract me unless you find something.
Sounds simple enough. Are you the only one in charge here, Mr. Swift?
Yes, I am the only one and no one else. You hear anything other than that, it's a lie. People of your kind can have difficulty understanding who's in charge. Take a minute, memorize my face, and then get to work.
Oh, I will definitely take a closer look to memorize my superior.
Let's observe. Okay. Broken glass, inconvenient but continues to wear. Thick notebook, meticulous. Fresh and untended. Ooh, elbow bruises. Dirty clothes, indifferent or poor. Oh. Unmarried, no ring. Okay. So Arthur Swift is an archaeologist attempting to find the tomb of Vitus Lemonius in Cordona. He uses all of his resources to locate this ancient site, driven by an obsession to expand the knowledge of humankind. He does not care about his appearance, nor occasional wounds incurred during research, such as the injured elbow on his left arm. His life is documented in meticulous detail in a diary he treasures. Arthur Swift has sacrificed almost everything he has in a thankless attempt to uncover more about the past. Knowledge seeker or money grubber? I think he's a knowledge seeker. Okay, so he's an art. Yep. Okay.
I wish I could be as passionate about something as you are, Mr. Swift. You value knowledge and dedication over everything else.
It's a long road, young man. A sharp eye and attention to detail are the only stepping stones along this path. You have to sacrifice everything you love for the larger prize.
Exactly. So much in life is superficial. I wish more people would understand.
I never heard a truer word, lad. Folk will ignore what truly matters in life, and for what? Convenience.
Bold words indeed. I doubt that many scientists would be willing to support their bragging with fieldwork.
The academic world is full of restrictions. Our honorable professors are too afraid to dirty their hands. God forbid if they have a stain on their shirt. You can follow in my footsteps. You can start learning by returning to work. Show me what you can find.
Okay. Let's quickly have a look at this.
Don't touch
Ooh,
anything
we
here.
can't. Okay.
Get back to work.
And have a look at this.
A plan for this whole operation. This reminds me of my father's room.
Near the city of Corinth, British archaeologist Sir George Griffiths has discovered the well-preserved tomb of a Roman legate general, Ed, Titus Lemonius, owner of the legendary twin sword of Romulus gifted by Augustus himself, first emperor of the Roman Empire, ED. In an exclusive interview, Sir George has described the find as a priceless addition to the history of humankind. The entrance was found by the removal of several blocks of soil around prominent statues, revealing the tomb. According to Sir George, the statues represent the life of Titus. A female statue, presumably a mother holding a basket of fruits, looks to the west. Another female figure, perhaps Autumn, with a sickle in her hand, looks to the east. Sir George presumes that these statues are hidden allegories of Zephyrus, a minor god of the west wind, ED, and the other, Eurus, god of the east wind, all this being played in a circle with the statues of the two brothers, Titus and Vitus. The achievements of the archaeologists have been acknowledged by the crown.
This might prove useful. I'll note it down.
Okay, so let's have a look. What's this? Ooh, there's more.
Straw dolls. Eerie, but effective for a scene recreation.
Oh, I want one of these.
Titus and Vitus Lemonius were legendary legates of the early Roman Empire, starting their military career to suppress the riots of the Bellovaci and Allobroges. They were the key commanders during the siege of Mutina and the Battle of Actium. With the new Emperor Augustus, the brothers received twin swords, presumably the ones previously belonging to Romulus and Remus. The brothers served as legates to conquer the Dalmatian and African provinces, and were famous for their worship of minor gods. Titus honored Eurus, while his brother prayed to Zephyrus. Not much is known about the brothers except for the description by Pliny the Elder. Titus wore the skin of a lion with its head on the helmet, a tradition he picked up while being a signifer. Vitus held a shield large enough to cover the sky. Though the exact locations of the tombs remain unknown, historians know that Titus died in the spring of 10 AD, while Vitus in the autumn of 12 AD.
Or two.
Okay. Oh,
Oilcloth. Won't fade and waterproof. Enough here to make 10 sails and more.
okay. We are learning a lot in here. Oh,
bones here.
Alright, let's have a look at our case book. Okay, so investigating the ruins. So the professor is Arthur Swift. He's looking for the tomb of Vitus Lemonius. I found 2 articles, one about the brothers' lives and the other about the tomb of Titus, which featured statues. And we also know about his research. Okay. So... Ooh. What's this? Oh, yes.
Sharpest pickaxe. A guilty pleasure of the real archaeologist. Missing your Laura, Mr. Swift?
Hey, a word about the trilogy.
Right then, you literary expert. What was so important about these books? Or do you simply need some kindling?
It's inspirational. I have a plan. Are you listening?
I wish I wasn't, but I am.
So, we catch a monkey, a langur, for example, then we extract some blood from it.
What? Why?
It will make us forever young, Sherry. Page 127 of the second book.
Oh, I am so done with this.
No, wait. Then how about we make a wax statue?
I've stopped listening, John.
Excellent. So we've collected all of the trilogy of that physiology book. Alright, where are we going now? Oh yes, Mind Palace. Oh, I wonder. Damage to the shed, but Arthur has fresh bruises on his elbow? Arthur may have received his injury while falling on Gilden's shed. Oh. Okay, so Arthur may have been at the crime scene. So he may have been at the scene when Theodore Gilden died. His injury matches the damage done to the shed. And Paul may have been at the crime scene when Theodore Gilden died and fallen on the shed. Maybe this. Maybe Arthur may have been at the crime scene. Let's go back to our clues. Nothing. And then case book. So in regards to the Physiology trilogy, I found a dramatic conclusion to this insipid trilogy. Somehow Arthur is also an avid fan of the series, or perhaps one of his employees attempted to besmirch his reputation as a scholar of note. I've located all of the books. On the one hand, I understand the desire to romanticize a dull profession into something adventurous. On the other, I think we are due another bonfire of the vanities. Okay. So then... So we could So I was just over here, wasn't I? We could Is there anything here that we could possibly... Oh.
Somehow the text remains legible. Let's see if I remember my Latin.
An inscription near the 4 pedestals translates to Vitus rests nearby. Beware the one who wishes to disrupt his sleep, for he is guarded by the gazes of his brother and the autumn wind. Oh.
A goddess? A mother? Someone's wife?
The pickaxe.
A sickle for harvest.
Sickle.
The ancient Romans honored the seasons. There were 4 statues here originally.
I wonder what the 3 other statues look like.
Okay. Casebook again. Okay. So let's pin the evidence. Alright. Is there anything else in here that I need to... Nope. Okay, there's nothing in here. Okay, so we're back in the middle of the dig site.
Swift lost his temper.
Ooh.
Swift.
Which statue is damaged? Okay. Hardworking digger, discard. Broken pickaxe, discard. Closest to the beach, we'll keep this. Pay rise, we'll discard. Stash of old newspapers, discard. Kick statue, keep. Forgotten instruments, discard. Lion helmet, keep. And tilted pedestal. Okay. So workers at the dig site found a statue with a lion helmet head. It originally lay on the pedestal closest to the beach, but someone kicked it over the edge. As a result, the statue broke and the pedestal remained stilted.
I see now. Mr. Swift didn't realize the significance of the statues.
Okay, so... Alright. So I believe the statues can reveal the tomb's location. I should try recreating the scene on the hill. Alright. Okay, so let's pin this evidence. And let's go back. Let's have a look. I don't think so. Yes, I think it's this one.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Allegory of the minor wind god Zephyrus. So Eurus is the sickle, and she is looking towards the east. So east is over... She's looking over to the west. Okay, so she needs to look to the east. Nope. Keep going. There. She is looking to the west. And then... between these two were the remains of statues of Titus and his brother Vitus. So Titus wore a lion helmet and fought with the sword. It originally lay on a pedestal closest to the beach. So I wonder if this is it?
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
So she's looking to the east and she's looking to the west. No, I don't think so. I think it's like this. Yes.
It seems everything's in place. Now, let's see what this has to tell us.
What did it tell us? With the scene recreated, I should see if the location of the tomb becomes clear. Alright, you? Yeah. Ooh. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Right, I think we're gonna go over there. Yee.
Here is your discovery, Mr. Swift. Hey, look at this.
What have you found? Don't let anyone touch anything there. Eureka! I found you, my friend.
Okay. Wonder if we could talk to Mr. Swift.
Don't just stand there. Help!
Oh, I can use this opportunity to investigate his workbench. Okay, 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 okay. Alright, alright, alright. Let's go back. Let's have a look at his workbench. Excellent. Ooh.
A box of darts. Handy against rodents of all kinds.
Ooh. The zoological bestseller Tusks and Trunks provides the most rigorous scientific description of the elephant. It is almost encyclopedic in its analysis of the creature's life, both in the wild and captivity. One crucial chapter describes the elephant's mating season, in which they become extremely dangerous. Furthermore, the book features guidance on how to communicate and interact with a big mammal. Interesting. A personal diary owned by Arthur Swift. He describes in considerable detail his personal life and research. More importantly, it tells of a dispute between the archaeologist and Theodore Gilden over the dig site. Day 1224. Theodore always uses his wealth to shut down complaints. I'd rather he bought a brain with more agarification, so that he were smart enough to see the bigger picture. Not everything revolves around your darn elephant. I have only a few months before he will commence construction. He even lacks the imagination to build something beautiful. Ivory baths, the mundanity. I must think lest our invaluable history be buried by the inconsequential.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Uh-oh.
Trying to take over my research, are you? I come here to pick up my diary, and I find you snooping around. Explain yourself.
Mr. Swift, if that were true, I would have been on my way to the newspaper. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I didn't have a chance to introduce myself properly.
Outrageous! You deceived me, sir. What is the reason for your being here? Who sent you, Mr. Holmes?
Theodore Gilden's premature death brought me here.
Theodore is dead? How can that be possible?
I'm thinking of all the possibilities, and I'm not crossing out anyone who might have been involved. Even his elephant. The land you're excavating belongs to Mr. Gilden, does it not?
Did I hear an accusation? I have nothing to hide. You can ask me whatever nonsense you've prepared as a token of my diminishing respect towards you.
Very well, Mr. Swift. I appreciate your cooperation.
Last contact with Mr. Gilden.
When was the last time you saw Mr. Gilden?
A couple of days ago, we discussed the site. I believe in the tomb and its secrets. Theodore's patience was stretched, however. He was already inventing new projects. It wasn't a long conversation. I suppose that his daughter will inherit everything now, along with all of the eccentricities and problems.
And not forgetting Goliath.
Eccentricities and problems, Mr. Holmes. One of many.
Where were you this morning?
Were you at the site this morning?
Affirmative. This project is taking a lot of my time, as you see. I spend more time underground than on the surface.
When did you learn about Theodore's death?
Just now. You just told me.
And you aren't surprised, shocked? I won't tell anyone if you shed a tear or two. Weren't you partners, after all?
We were, and it is a real shame. But I've seen too many deaths in my life, Mr. Holmes, for the news to truly shake me. Will you allow me to return to my research, or are you insisting on remaining an obstacle?
Oh, I haven't even started yet.
Let's provide evidence. Let's select this.
You have a weakness for nostalgia? Or, rather, do you use it to record a list of enemies?
Young man, you need to check your moral compass. Reading another person's diary is a sin in every culture that I can think of.
But you aren't answering the question.
You've already read it. Why bother? I simply record my life to keep my memory clean from misinterpretation. Letters and pages don't lie.
But the writer of the text can.
Tusks and trunks.
With this book, you attempted to plan an attack on the elephant?
Your insinuations are out of place. Goliath is a frightening animal. All I wished to do was to understand the creature. As any scientist would do, I researched, analyzed, and drew conclusions.
And what conclusion did you draw?
That Theodore Gilden made the animal miserable. He couldn't provide the proper environment for the beast. My interest in the subject ended there.
Okay. Arthur Swift owns a box full of darts, yes.
What's with this box of darts? Is it for a scientific argument?
A little darker than that. Rather for killing the kind of rodents that might nibble a nose or a toe in your sleep.
Let's just say I have to protect myself against a larger animal, such as an elephant. Might it be enough to stop it, make it faint?
If I were you, I wouldn't bank on it.
Okay, so he claims the darts are used to kill rodents at the dig site. And then also, Arthur Swift only read the book to understand the animal and how it should be treated. And Arthur Swift uses his diary to document important moments. Let's... Let me see. Maybe this one?
I've nothing to add.
Oh. Animal suspect?
Gilden's elephant is quite an unusual addition to Cordona's fauna. What is your scientific opinion on that?
No matter how much Theodore loved it, it still remained a wild animal trapped inside a stone pen. Goliath needs savannas, fields, lakes.
I'm sure that Goliath did not have a plan to kill his owner to head to the savannas. What do you think?
No, animals don't kill in a typical sense. I can only presume that it tried to protect itself from captivity, from Theodore. It was a gilded cage that was predestined to break.
Okay, so Arthur Swift believes that the elephant sought to free itself from captivity, much like any wild animal.
Remember one of the rules? It seems that you didn't return a tool. Is this knife yours?
Do I look like a fellow who carries a knife? I don't need it.
There are plenty of uses for it on the site, and outside of it.
I have other people to cut ropes for me, Mr. Holmes.
Arthur said it is not his knife and that he doesn't use one in his work.
I've nothing to add.
Your partner had a very specific attitude towards the things he treasured. Was this habitual for him?
That would have been too much even for him. Don't get me wrong, he had a harsh temper. Like a true businessman, he was ready to burn his competitors to the ground.
But threatening someone physically would have been something new even for him, am I correct?
Absolutely. Besides, I had never seen him this angry. The fellow who received the letter must have been extremely alarmed.
Okay, so Arthur was surprised to see Theodore this aggressive and indiscreet.
Moving on. Moving on.
Did this plan cause a rift in your business relationship with Theodore Gilden?
Nothing like that. Admittedly, we didn't share a common vision of what is more important, the past or the future. In my opinion, we can't build a future without knowing the past.
So you wanted to save the tomb of Vitus here, or perhaps your control over the research?
Only the knowledge that rightly belongs to humankind, nothing less and nothing more.
Okay. Arthur Swift confirmed that he was partners with the victim, Theodore Gilden, but said his work ended due to Gilden's lack of passion for the archaeological research. Okay.
I've nothing to add. Moving on. I'm a busy man. I've nothing to add.
As far as I can tell, you're a man of the academic world, so this book about Nabe and Laura is just an empirical study?
What? That nonsense? I'd prefer to lose my eyesight than read such trash.
So, you know nothing about it?
I know nothing. I wish I'd never heard of it in the first place, this caricature of science.
Do I hear traces of envy? You're still relatively young that you might find your own Laura.
Perhaps I envy Nabe, for I cannot simply blow people up for distracting me. That's all. You happy now? Wonderful.
I think that's all. I think we've got...
I've nothing to add.
What's with this intricate recruitment process? Pro-British workers charge less?
As a head of this organization, I need to secure a productive environment. It's impossible to do so if there are political differences. Especially here, where the native population doesn't support our efforts to find the ancient artifacts.
Decent pay can also stimulate productivity and shut down any political discord. Hadn't you thought of that?
You're young. You have time to fritter and fight with everyone you meet. I don't have such a luxury. Our workers receive enough pay for what they do. So don't start a discussion you know nothing about.
Okay, so Arthur sincerely believes that the discoveries at the dig site will change humankind's understanding of their own. I think that's all, really.
I've nothing to add.
Have you seen this person before?
Oh.
The one beside Imogen Gilden?
No, but he's with Imogen, so I suppose that he's a friend of hers. That girl always has her head in the clouds. I could have said Theodore was different, but that wouldn't have been entirely true.
Away with the fairies, was he?
That's one way of putting it. Either way, I don't know much about Imogen's life or her friends. The type of elite that pretends to be educated.
Okay, so we found all of the things. Alright, now let's go to the Mind Palace. Trying times. Mr. Swift and Mr. Gilden's business partnership was full of hardships and disagreements over the land and its treasures, and that's why the partnership ended. Yeah. Arthur Swift has dedicated his life to studying the history of humankind. He may not have been willing to see that end. And then male elephants experience a mating season must, which made Goliath extremely aggressive and dangerous. And both Arthur and Paul own darts. Nope. Or maybe fatal battering. No?
What can you tell me about the elephant?
He's smarter than some people here, including his owner. Although I feel he could be dangerous, no matter how much he's fed.
Why is that? Have you ever seen Goliath attack anyone?
Well, not exactly. But I saw it, abusing some poor tree during one of its walks with Theodore. The expression on that old ninny's face was priceless. But it wasn't funny to look at. Believe me, it was frightening.
Okay. So everyone, I had to go back to Paul because I haven't collected all of the key evidence yet, but now it seems like I have. So let's go back to... Okay, so Paul's not surprised that Goliath killed Theodore and mentioned that it is Mating season. Okay. Let's go to this. It was mating season and everyone blames Goliath. I need to find Goliath. So Goliath is dangerous right now, but may prove valuable to the case. I need to lure him out by exploiting his lust. Okay. And so we need to go back to the case book. Okay. So this pungent concoction could serve as an excellent source of pheromones. Okay. Let's do a chemical analysis. Okay, so we need 3 of this, 5, and then 4. We need to hold, link, oh, right. So we need to do this, we need to do this. Okay, and then could we do that? Yes. And then combine so the result matches. Yeah. Hold it. Oh, there we go. We can confirm. Excellent. Okay, I've extracted the pheromones from the liquid. I think we just need to pin this evidence, I think. Oh no. Alright. No, we're gonna pin this evidence. So hunting a Goliath. The elephant Goliath was present for Mr. Gilden's death and may hold answers to how it happened. He is presently in heat, which I can take advantage of to lure him out. I have an idea of how to do just that, but we'll need several items. A sturdy grey fabric that can hold gas, an instrument to mimic an elephant's trumpeting call, and a strong scent to attract the animal. I've seen fabric for doll making at the dig site. The foghorn from the boat workshop can attract or deter large vessels. It may be of help. And the perfume from Theodore's office can help. I've extracted the pheromones, which can be used to attract the elephant. Alright. So everyone, I think I'm going to end the video here. So we are still ongoing with the Gilded Cage case, but we just need to hunt Goliath, and we've been able to get all of the key evidence from Swift and from Paul Perks. So that's good. And I guess in the next video, I am pretty sure that we can finally solve the Gilded Cage case and figure out who murdered Theodore Gilden. So I do hope that you've enjoyed this part, and if you haven't already, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all into the next video. See ya!